There is a new way to do niche research using AI technology. Flying Research has recently added 3 new features, and in this video I'll walk you through how to use them to find sub-niche opportunities with low competition, high search volume, and how to generate phrases for your t-shirt designs and get them checked for trademarks very easily. So within your Flying Research dashboard, you can find the new AI tools on the left hand side over here on the sidebar. There's been 3 new tools added and we'll go over them one by one. So the first one, Aurora, if we click into this, is a search mask where you can type in a broad search term or topic over here, and this will give you back a lot of related search terms to this overarching niche, and it will also show you, and this is the powerful part, it will show you the search volume, the indexed products, and some potential for the specific niche. So really handy there. And you've got the option to change this to mainstream if you want very broad topics, or more specialized for more sub niche things. You can change the market, so you don't have to stick to the US, and the language as well for these search terms. So really handy. Let's do an example for this right here with the topic. So for just try diet in this case, it's going to start loading. This does take a few seconds, but you're going to get a long list of information back. So here we go. These have started loading up. Not all of them are done yet, but after a minute or two, usually this list is done. And you can also reload it, by the way, at the bottom once all the results are in, and you will get additional search terms right here. Now this is really cool because on the left, you've got all of the different keywords. You can copy them at the click of a button like this individually. You can copy the whole list over here with this copy button, and then save it to a spreadsheet or something for later, because bear in mind, if you click out of this into another tool, your list will be gone. So always copy and save this beforehand. And here, what you can see is the Amazon search volume. So let's open one of these up. This says 1,640. You can see the trend of the search term. This one has been going down recently. You can see the average monthly search volume, the maximum, minimum, and you can look at each individual month as well, which is really cool. Then you can see the total products in this search term and a ratio. So the ratio is essentially between these two, and the lower it is, the lower this number, the worse the potential essentially. It's not always a number that you should follow exactly. Like, it still depends on the search term, and it depends on the types of products that are actually sold within this. It's not always guaranteed that these are t-shirt niches, but you can also check out what comes up within Amazon right here. So click on this, open it on any of the international marketplaces. Amazon merch, this will filter out more merch related products if you use one of these pop-ups, and you can search on Google as well. You can order these as well, so we can order them by ratio and have the highest ones at the top. So high ratio is always a good first indicator. Again, it doesn't guarantee this is definitely a niche you should enter, but these are the ones you should focus on to begin with, because look, we've got 2,000 searches for vegan diet and only 241 products indexed. You can also click on top ranking and you will see what is indexed. Now with these sort of diet search terms, you are going to get a lot of books rather than t-shirts, because books will be more popular than t-shirts in these categories. But overall, this will already give you an idea what people will see in the results. And there's a lot of really interesting search terms here, like carnivore diet. We've got diet for ectomorphs, right? This has got medium ratio as well. Very low results on this, so potentially a micro niche that's worth looking further into. Diet for marathon runners, that's a really interesting search term for me. On my opinion, that makes me think about cross niching. Got zero sugar diet, so many different diets. Intermittent fasting, that's another cool one. Doesn't seem to have much data right here, but it says variations at the end, so that's probably why there's not much search volume, etc. If you just looked at intermittent fasting, you probably have different results. Vegan ketogenic diet, also that's interesting. The ratio here is terrible, so it's probably a very competitive niche, but this has given me a lot of really interesting search terms very quickly related to diet that are sort of more sub niche, and I could now generate more at the bottom as well if I wanted to. Each time you use this tool, you do tend to see different results. Like, I've typed in diet a few times and it's not like you always get the same list. It is an AI tool spitting out different results. Some of them repeat, of course, but this definitely helps get your creative juices flowing whilst doing research with some additional data as well. So that's in terms of Aurora. Let's move on to Reveal. So Reveal is a bit like ChatGPT, just on steroids, because here you can type in any prompt, any question that you've got. It will bring back a lot of search results, again, with the search volume of data attached to it. How's this different from Aurora? Aurora, you just type in a broad niche. Here you can actually, speak to this and type in a prompt, a specific question. It'll be more specific in your results rather than throwing out lots of random search terms in that case. So what we can do is, well, the example says, give me all major cities in Germany. So let's say you wanted to create some designs for France. We could do something like, what are the most visited cities and towns in France? We can hit search right here, and there we go. Very quickly, it's given us a long list of different cities to target. And once again, take a further look into, you've got the same features on this page. You can copy individual keywords, you can copy the whole list. You've got the ratio over here. You can filter this, or order it, I should say. You could also order it by total products and then have the very small micro niches at the top. So these are cities that still have search volume, but they don't seem to have a lot of results. Those are always interesting to consider. And yeah, so this one, really cool. Let's try another example right here in terms of a prompt. Let's maybe do most popular horse breeds in the USA. Search, just to give you some inspiration. You don't have to stick to cities in certain countries. You can do types of, types of certain vehicles. You can do types of, like a million different things you could type in right here. Again, to get more niched down and to find some good niches to target. And what can we see right here? American quarter horse at the top. Low ratio though. Thoroughbred, that's medium. Appaloosa, can't even pronounce that. Look, 12,000 search volume and only 588 results. What shows up here? Books, again, movies, but we've got some t-shirts as well. So, I mean, that shows that even on like a broader term, what you might expect to be broader results, you can find Amazon merch t-shirts in there. And this has a lot of volume, so that's definitely interesting. And we've got tons more breeds right here. You can see this is a lot more concise than the Aurora tool. It's literally spit out horse breeds and not a lot of random stuff on top of that. So this is super interesting. You can use it more openly and ask it questions to find a lot of different niches more quickly. That's Reveal. And let's move on to Mumble, which will help you find phrases to use in your designs once you've picked some niches to target. So Mumble is a bit more self-explanatory. You've got a type section over here. You can do jokes, memes, puns, quotes. And I think quotes works quite well for the types of designs I like creating on t-shirts, but you could also try the other ones, like puns are quite popular. Rhymes, 2 or 3 words, and sayings as well. I haven't tried all of them, but let's just start off with quotes. You can even change the language. So if you wanted to create a design in a different language, you can do that too. Find some funny phrases with this tool and then just type in a broad topic essentially. So let's maybe try it with a dog breed in this case. Let's type in pug and hit search. Let's see what we get back from Mumble. Right, here we go. We've got a long list of phrases. You can once again generate more at the bottom. If you don't like these or if you just want more options, you can copy everything with this button or copy individual phrases too. And you see the trademark status as well. So if one of these phrases is trademarked, you'll see a little registered symbol right here. And you can open up the trademark search as well on a separate page to take a closer look at this. So it is trademarked at class 25 in the UK. Tells you that the status is registered indeed, when it was filed, etc., and who's the applicant. We can open this up further for details. So this is definitely worth bearing in mind, that the phrases do get trademark checked for you. It's the entire phrase though. It's not individual words. It's if the whole phrase is trademarked together. But moving back to this, what are the actual phrases that came out right here? Pug Life chose me. Pugs, not drugs. I do like that one, but it's the trademarked one, of course. Pugs and kisses, keep calm and love pugs. Life is better with a pug. And so many of these phrases are applicable to other niches, right? So even if you don't want to enter the pug niche, do it with other animals. Happiness is a warm pug. Pug, a bundle of love. Pug is my best friend. So these are very applicable to t-shirt design in my opinion. Let's try it with a different type. Let's see what comes out if we choose puns maybe. Hit search again on this. Right, here we go. We've got, once again, a lot of phrases with using. Only a few are registered. Well, only one is registered. The other one is filed. And we can see at the top, I'm feeling quite punderful today. I'm pun-stoppable. Puntastic vibes only. Pugs, not drugs. We had that one. And then save water, drink coffee. So it's getting a bit mixed up right here. I guess there's not too many puns that it came up with exactly with the word pug in there. But there is some at the top, which I think are quite good. So you can order this by length. That was an accident, didn't mean to do that. But let's try a different topic, maybe not dogs, maybe something that's a bit more bland, and see if we can still come up with some decent phrases here. Let's maybe try unicycle. I've never really looked at that niche specifically. I have it in some scalable designs, but I've never looked at phrases exactly for this one. I think this might be a bit harder. I've changed this to sayings as well to try out something else. Before we had quotes that gave some really good results, but let's see what this one takes us to. Life is like riding a unicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving. Okay, so this is a bit more inspirational. Unicycle, difficult to learn, impossible to forget. One wheel, one chance, one journey. I like those. These are quite good. Unicycling, it's a balancing act. Riding a unicycling story. Keep calm and ride on. You could do this with a unicycle graphic, I suppose. It's not just a hobby, it's a lifestyle. So these are a bit of a different style, but still I could see them working as print-on-demand phrases, and none of these are registered, which is good too. So seems like there's a lot of versatility right here, a lot of different types to choose from, and a lot of potential to find new ideas for t-shirt designs in many different niches. So impressive AI tools right here in the Flying Research suite. There is many more research tools that I don't think I've made a dedicated video about. I have talked about a few of them in previous videos, like the niche analysis that I've mentioned before. But if you want me to make a separate video about Flying Research, going through these different tabs, please let me know. I just thought I'd talk about the AI research because it is such a new and exciting feature, and I've not seen a lot like these with other tools, so that's definitely interesting. And when this video is going live, Flying Research, or Flying in general, still has a Black Friday deal on. It lasts until the 27th of November, so like a day or two after the video going live, you could still take advantage of that if you wanted to invest into a tool like Flying Research or Flying Upload perhaps. So do bear that in mind. The links will be down below with the automatic 40% discount applied on annual plans. In case you didn't know, the people that developed Flying Research also have a tool called Flying Upload, which I've been using for 3 years now to publish my designs to over 10 different marketplaces. And if you want to see my full review of this tool, make sure to check out this video next. I go over the pros and cons and my general experience using Flying Upload.